try to do it wrong, he will turn and he will come for your close guard, and it's gonna be terrible. If you are in the back take, you need to finish your partner. So the idea right here is you start to step with my foot on the ground, step and do some hip escape and chest escape, hip escape and chest escape. When I feel that I'm far from Fernando, it's easier to me start to stretch my leg and then close step by step. I need to connect my elbow on Fernando's neck. Easier. Always the pressure is, we are here, I have this grip. I need to always keep torquing my hands and wrists. After this I pass. I can sit up or I can lay down. Bring in his arm and then making him tap. So it was one more variation from the situation when we have some wrist, hip control, and one different type of submission when we are on the back. I'm gonna show some leg drag to back take. So of course we can't spend too much time showing the details about leg drag, but I will try just show some short tips. We are here, Fernando is playing some De La Riva guard. To kill his De La Riva, I can't just pull his De La Riva down, it's gonna be hard. So the intention is take off his De La Riva like this, holding his ankle, and then turning my body a little bit. And after I get to take off his hook, I need to turn my body to the side that he's playing De La Riva. Because when I turn my body and my knee, he can't set up the De La Riva again. He doesn't have angle anymore to apply De La Riva. The next step is by closing that space that I have until I touch his hip, I get to smash his leg. When I smash his leg, it's easier to me take off my hook, creating a space to drive his leg to outside, like this. Boom! When I touch his leg on my hip, it's easier to slide my hand and grab his rib. After I grab his rib, I need to get a pressure. And how I do this? The people usually do it wrong. The people like to drop the whole body on the knee, but if you see my head's not working good, so it's easier for him to push me away and I will lose my pressure. So the idea is I need to step back a little bit with my leg, which is outside, and start to step into Fernando a little bit more with the leg, with is applying the leg drag. After this I drop my whole body and reach some pressure. After I get this pressure, I need to drop my knee on side of Fernando's hip, and I can move myself to the side. When I move myself to the side, Fernando just have one side to escape. He just can spin to outside. Because if he stay here, it's easier to me get my 3 points. And if we are in a fight, probably Fernando will want to try to spin out, and he will. So I need to keep my grip on the rib, involving his hip. Always this is the plan. I always try to involve the hip with my elbow, wearing Fernando's hip with my elbow, because if I take this action, if I pay attention on his hip, I can be heavy to make my movement more strong and more precise. And when Fernando is spinning out, I just need to follow him. After I follow him, my hand I place on the mat, I lift my hip, and I slide my hook in. I fall down, I bring Fernando to me, I set up my seat belt, posting my second hook, and I have options to submit him. In this case, I don't like too much to take the collar right here, because I feel that I have this space and it's really hard to stretch the arm to get a submission. So I like to work better with him, maybe bring him to the other side to set up the collar and then go back to right here. And one amazing tip is, for example, if I try to stretch my arms, it's gonna be hard. I can't move Fernando so easy. So my intention always is bring my elbow and stand up on my elbow to get a pressure. I'm almost making Fernando tap. After this I stand up and start to slide my elbow on my leg. Here, take off his De La Riva, I move my body, I turn my body to the side, I close that gap to smash his legs towards the chest, I take off my body, driving his leg to my hip, and after that I slide my hand until I grab his rib. After this I need to set up my body to get pressure, I need to step back with my outside leg and step into deeply a little bit more. After this, I reach pressure, I push my knee on the mat, Fernando starts to escape, I block his movement, I prepare myself, my elbow is holding his hip, he starts to move out, I follow him, I set up my hook, and then I fall down. I have the opportunity to set up some submission. As I explained before, it's hard to do like this. You don't have so many mobility and your chance to get submit from this situation is hard because Fernando probably is going to hold my sleeve. So what I like to do is step on the mat and then change my side. After this, I keep holding the lapel. So if you see I was holding wrong, in this situation, I was grabbing the lapel in a wrong form. I step on the mat, and at the time that I'm changing the side, I can slide my hand deeply on the collar. So I do this, boom. I set up better my position, and I bring Fernando to the back again. I get him on, and then I slide, submitting him. And one variation from this situation is when I get to the side and I slide the first hook into Fernando and he is escaping. I like to jump. Fernando is rolling to the outside. I like to connect my hook and then keep bringing him